The missed call. They say one moment can change everything. For Grace Okafor, it was one missed call, just one. The night it happened, the world didn't feel real, only the sound of rain, thunder, and a phone that wouldn't stop ringing. Grace was a nurse, strong, caring, and exhausted. Life hadn't been easy, raising her son Daniel alone after losing her husband 5 years ago. But Daniel was her life, 17 years old. Smart. Kind. Always joking that one day he'd buy her a house by the beach. That morning was ordinary. The smell of toast filled their small kitchen. Daniel sat by the table, phone in hand, scrolling through messages. "Mom," he said, smiling, "don't forget my debate finals tomorrow. You promised to come." She laughed softly. "I'll be there, Daniel. Don't you dare win without me watching." Outside, the sky grew darker than usual. Rain clouds rolled in early, but neither of them thought much about it. When Daniel left for school, Grace told him the same thing she always did: drive safe. "Call me when you get there." He nodded. "Always do." The rain started gently at first, then it grew heavier, tapping on the windows, flooding the gutters, drowning out every other sound. Grace was washing dishes when her phone started ringing on the counter. Daniel. Her hands were wet. She thought, "I'll call him back once I'm done." But when she dried her hands and reached for the phone, the call had already ended. That was the last time. His name appeared on her screen. Minutes later, another call came in, from a neighbor. "Grace," the voice said, shaking. "There's been an accident on the highway. I think it's Daniel." Her heart froze. She didn't even grab her keys. She ran barefoot through the rain, down the street, screaming his name. When she reached the highway, she saw the flashing lights, red and blue dancing in puddles, and then she saw it. Daniel's car crashed against a tree. The windshield shattered, steam rose from the hood, mixing with the cold rain. She ran toward it, screaming, "Daniel! Daniel!" But he didn't answer. The paramedics tried, but they couldn't save him. That night, her house felt emptier than ever. The rain wouldn't stop. His shoes were still by the door. His favorite jacket still hung on the chair. Grace sat on the couch, staring at her phone, replaying that missed call in her head. Then, it rang. Her body froze. The name glowing on the screen made her blood run cold. Daniel. Calling. Her hands shook. That couldn't be right. The police had taken his phone for evidence. Still. She answered, "Hello." Static. Then, through the crackling, a soft whisper, "Mom." Grace's heart pounded. "Daniel? Daniel, where are you? Why didn't you pick up?" The voice said faintly. Then, silence. The line went dead. Grace stared at the phone in disbelief. She checked the call log. No record. Nothing. She tried to convince herself she was dreaming, but deep down, she knew that voice was real. At 2 a.m., the phone rang again. She answered immediately, tears in her eyes. "Please, Daniel, talk to me." The same soft, broken voice replied, "I tried to call, Mom. It was raining. I was scared. Where are you?" She whispered. The voice hesitated. "It's cold here. Dark. But I'm home now." The line went silent. When morning came, Grace was still on the couch, clutching the phone. Her hands were trembling. She checked again. No missed calls. No messages. But something else caught her eye. On the table lay another phone, Daniel's phone, the same one that was supposed to be destroyed in the crash. It was cracked, wet, and covered in mud. The screen flickered and lit up. A new message appeared. "I made it home, Mom." Grace dropped the phone, her heart pounding. The air turned cold. From the hallway came a faint dripping sound, water hitting the floor. She turned slowly toward the sound. Daniel's bedroom door was slightly open. A soft light was glowing inside, and from behind the door came the muffled sound of a phone ringing. Grace's lips trembled. "Daniel." The ringing stopped. Then, 3 slow knocks on the inside of the door. "Knock, knock, knock." Grace whispered, "No, this isn't real." But then, a voice from inside the room said softly, "Mom. Please don't miss this call." The light flickered, and the screen on Daniel's broken phone lit up again. this time with an incoming call. Incoming call, unknown number. Grace's hand hovered above the screen, tears rolled down her cheeks, the phone rang once. Twice, then it stopped on its own, and a text appeared, "You weren't supposed to hear me yet." Her breath caught, she looked back at Daniel's door, it was wide open now, the room was empty, but on the bed, soaked in rainwater, lay Daniel's debate speech, folded neatly beside his school ID. Grace screamed, the lights went out. And in the darkness, her phone began to ring again. Morning sunlight cut through the cracks of the curtains, but Grace didn't feel warm. Her eyes were swollen from tears, her hand still clutching the phone she swore had rung all night. The message "you weren't supposed to hear me yet" replayed in her mind like a curse. She told herself it was grief, that she was hallucinating, that ghosts don't use phones. But deep down, something inside her whispered, this wasn't over. She walked to Daniel's room. The door creaked open, revealing a space that looked both alive and frozen in time. His books were neatly stacked, his school bag by the chair, his debate speech still on the bed, now completely dry. She picked it up, the paper felt cold, damp, and heavy. At the bottom, she noticed something new, a small handwritten line that hadn't been there before. "Mom, listen carefully. You'll understand soon." Grace dropped the paper, her breath shaking. She turned on Daniel's phone again. The screen flickered, showing his wallpaper, a picture of both of them smiling by the beach 2 years ago. For a second, she smiled too, but then the screen glitched, the photo blinked. And Daniel's face slowly faded away, only Grace's image remained. The battery icon showed 1%, then, without her touching it, a message appeared, "Check my voice notes." Her heart pounded as she opened the voice recordings. There was only one file, it was dated the night of the accident. She pressed play. Daniel's voice came through, quiet and trembling. "Hey, Mom. It's raining hard. I just wanted to say I'm sorry if I worried you. I'll call when I get home." A pause, then the sound of thunder, a loud crash, and silence. Tears streamed down her face. She whispered, "Oh God. Daniel." Suddenly, another sound played, faint breathing, then, a whisper that didn't belong to Daniel. It was deeper, colder. "You shouldn't have listened." The phone died instantly, the screen went black. Grace threw it on the table, terrified. She looked around, every nerve in her body screaming. The lights flickered again, the sound of static filled the room, coming from the television, even though it was unplugged. Then, through the static, Daniel's voice whispered again, "Mom, please. Don't go outside." She froze. "Daniel? Daniel, what's happening?" No reply, just static, and then a faint tapping sound. She turned toward the window. Someone was standing outside, in the rain. A tall, motionless figure, facing her house, its head tilted slightly to the side. Grace couldn't move. Her heart pounded so hard she could barely breathe. Then the figure slowly raised an arm and pointed directly at her. Her phone lit up again. Incoming call, unknown number. She hesitated, her hand shaking, then she answered, "Who are you?" A soft whisper replied, "You ignored him once. Don't do it again." Then the line filled with heavy breathing. She could hear rain in the background, and footsteps, like someone walking toward her door. Grace backed away slowly. "Daniel, is that you?" She cried. Then, Daniel's voice, soft, almost like an echo, "They want me to stay, Mom. Don't let them in." The call ended. A second later, there was a knock on the front door. 3 slow knocks. Knock, knock, knock. Grace stood frozen, staring at the door. The same rhythm as before, the same as Daniel's bedroom door the night before. Her phone buzzed again, a new message, "Don't open the door. They're not me." Her tears fell. "Daniel. Who's there?" Before she could move, the doorknob started to turn, slowly, creaking under unseen pressure. Grace grabbed the nearest thing she could find, a flashlight, and pointed it at the door. It stopped turning. Silence. Then, from behind her, her phone spoke again, on its own, through Daniel's recorded voice, "Mom, remember the promise. You said you'd always answer when I called." She turned to the phone, trembling. It wasn't playing from the speaker anymore. The sound was coming from all around her, echoing through the walls. The lights went out again, the rain outside grew louder, and in the darkness, something whispered from right beside her ear, "This time, don't hang up." Her scream cut through the thunder. When the lights came back, she was gone, only the phone remained, lying face down on the floor. Screen cracked, then it buzzed one last time. A new message appeared, no number. No name, just 5 words. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more.